In First Timothy 5, I'll take it. I'll split it in two. I'll take verses 1 to 15 now. Commenting here. Do not rebuke an older man, Apostle Paul to Timothy. Do not rebuke an older man harshly, but exhort him as if he were your father. Treat him as your father when you talk to him, or whatever you have to say to him, or rebuke him. Treat younger men as brothers, older women as mothers, and younger women as sisters with absolute purity. Don't be innuendo, flirting, whatever. Give proper recognition to those widows who are really in need. But if a widow has children or grandchildren, these should learn first of all to put their religion into practice by caring for their own family, the fifth commandment, and so repaying their parents and grandparents, for this is pleasing to God. The widow who is really in need and left all alone puts her hope in God and continues night and day to pray and to ask God for help. But the widow who lives for pleasure is dead even while she lives, meaning if she's of worldly. Give the people these instructions so that no one may be open to blame. Anyone who does not provide for his relatives, and especially for his own household, has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. No widow may be put on the list of widows for help unless she is over 60 years old, has been faithful to her husband, and is well known for her good deeds, such as bringing up children, showing hospitality, washing the feet of the Lord's people, helping those in trouble, and devoting herself to all kinds of good deeds. Again, but back to this washing the feet of the Lord's people. Jesus above all, and he showed no robbery, thought it not, come down, become a mere man, die for us, but he washed the feet of the apostles. He doesn't really mean, it was symbolic. It doesn't really mean, think about it. Well, what does it mean to wash a person's feet, really, other than a nice little thing to do, right? And like the slaves did. And like, what it really means is to help people when they're in need, okay? Money, whatever, clothing. That's what Apostle Paul is using, the same thing here. What is it good for a widow to wash someone's feet? It means to help, and you get the context where I said to help those in trouble and devoting herself to all kinds of good deeds. That's what it means, okay? As for the younger widows, do not put them on such a list, for when their sexual desires overcome their dedication to Christ, they want to marry. Thus, they bring judgment on themselves because they have broken really the pledge of thinking of the real widow. Besides, that they get into the habit of being idle and going about from house to house. Not only do they become idlers, but they also build busybodies who talk nonsense, saying things they ought not to. So I counsel younger widows to marry again, to have children after the death of their husband, to manage their homes, and to give their enemy no opportunity, for slander to say things about them that are not true, or whatever. Some have, in fact, already turned away to follow Satan, but he says some have gone astray from the church, some young widows. Okay, bye.